Okay, I've got a few Windows tip for you in this little video. So first of all, some of you may have already discovered if you right click on your taskbar and choose properties, you've got a few options here. For example, you can choose to auto hide the taskbar. That means it just sort of disappears and only sort of peeks back again when you hover near it. You can change the size of the taskbar buttons, but also change the position of your taskbar. And quite often I notice that people, when they first start using on a widescreen monitor, they quite like putting the taskbar down the side because it kind of fits better with the aspect ratio of the screen, so that's worth trying out. And also you've got a few other options about how the taskbar buttons work and whether you want to store the Windows Store apps on the taskbar as well. So they're certainly worth checking out. But also have a look at my taskbar. Look down here. I've got a few other things showing on my taskbar, and this has become quite useful in recent years because we're now running at much higher screen resolutions, so we've got more space to put more stuff on the screen. For example, I've got the address toolbar showing, which means I can just type in any URL, hit enter, and visit that URL directly. And if I just click the down arrow, it'll show me a list of all my recently visited places, including file locations as well. Now, to turn this on, what you do, right click and choose toolbars at the top there, and that was the address toolbar that I had switched on. The links one I have also got turned on, and what that does, if I just show you, if I click that actually shows me my Internet Explorer favourites that I've got stored on my favourites bar. So it's not all of my favourites, it's just the ones that I have chosen to put. If I go back to my browser here and right click and show my favourites bar, it's just these little handful of favourites that I've added to my favourites bar. It's not all of my favourites, so if you want to choose to put something on your favourites bar, just right click on a favourite and choose add to favourites bar. And then that, even if you haven't got it showing in your browser, then that is what you'll get available when you have the links toolbar showing on your taskbar. And then also, if I go back down to toolbars again, you can choose to create a new toolbar. So what I've done, I've got a new toolbar for a particular folder that I regularly use. So that means I can quickly access files stored directly in that folder or any subfolder. Now, other things you can do to make your taskbar work harder for you is to pin your applications to the taskbar. So I've got Word and Excel pinned, but they're not actually running at the moment, but Outlook is pinned and it is running. And to pin or unpin a taskbar, just right click on it and you can choose the option to unpin or pin the application, which is useful. But also you'll notice, having right clicked on Word, I've got access to my recently used files, and I can remove files that I don't want to appear on there anymore, or I can pin files so that they will always appear on this right click list. We call this a jump list. And in actual fact, the jump lists are different depending on the application that you click on. So if you right click on your browser jump list, you'll get your frequently visited files. But also, if you right click on your Outlook icon, you'll get a little jump list leading you towards being able to create new email messages and appointments, etc. Now, I really like this because it means you can generate a new email without actually having to display your inbox and therefore get distracted by all the different emails sitting there waiting for your attention.